أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Can you see the slides? I can't see here. What is that?
Yes, we can see the slides.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Let me start. Okay, I can see it now. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Assalamu alaikum jameen wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and thank you very much for joining us for session 2 of this course. I realize this evening that this course is on fi'l, on verbs. So even, for example, those who are in level 4, if they would like to join, they can still join, because that level 4 is continuing with nouns, advanced issues in nouns. But this is verb, we are just starting the beginning. Today I've chosen a different dua. So inshallah, I'll start. But before that, as usual, let us recite Surah Al-Fatiha for so many lives which are being lost continuously as this genocide and this massacre continues in the Middle East. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Okay, this is a dua which was been taught by the 60th Imam Jafar Islam when he used to finish reciting Quran Tilawah. He would recite this dua. So I thought that let us start something new. And also it's quite interesting. All these duas you can see when it comes to Quran, it shows our interaction, what kind of interaction should be there. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma inni qad qara'tu ma qadayta min kitabik alladhi anzaltahu ala nabiyyika as-sadiq sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. ولك الحمد ربنا اللهم اجعلني ممن يحل حلاله ويحرم حرامه ويؤمن بمحكمه ومتشابه واجعله لي أنسا في كبري أنسا في حشري واجعلني ممن تركيه بكل آية كرها درجة في أعلى إليين آمين رب العالمين. Inshallah, we will discuss the dua in detail next week. Today let's continue with our discussion. So this is again translation line by line, but we'll come to it inshallah next. So it was good. I was very pleased to see a good interaction and cooperation from all of you, because this was feedback received from the students that instead of giving homework, let us try to do more practice in the class itself, which may slow us down, but at least people tend to understand and grasp it. So last week, many of you did try to conjugate both past tense and present tense. So we'll also try again. It was a good practice. You can see that when you do it yourself, it makes a difference, right? So this is the word nasara in past tense. Nasara is to help. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. Allah says, when the nasr of Allah, help of Allah comes, wal-fath, and victory. So that is, nasr is to help. We also use in Urdu, for example, Imam ki nusrat ke liye gaye the. They had to go on for the help of Imam. Jo Karbala mein gaye, wo Imam ki nusrat ke liye. Those who went to Karbala, their main aim was to help the Imam. So nasra is to help. So nasara, he or it help. Nasara, they two male help. Nasaru, they all male help. Okay, nasara, nasara, nasaru. Nasarat, she help. Or again, it help. Nasarata, the two female help. Nasarna, they all female help, right? Nasarta, you help, second person. Nasartuma, the two of you help. Nasartum, all of you men help, right? Nasarti, no, you, for example, ask a girl that you help, Nasarti. Nasartum, again, two of you help. No, this is not Nasartum, Nasartuma. This is the typo, so let me just correct it. Nasartuma, Nasartum. No, Nasartuma, Nasartunna. This is if his sisters, you female, all female help, Nasartunna. Nasartu, I help. Nasarna, two of us help, or Nasarna, all of us help. So this is past tense of the no, conjugation of the past tense, Nasara. Okay. Now I'll put three words there, verbs. Kataba, Fariha, Karuma. Okay. So let's we have 6 students just now participating. Provided what Syed is his wife. Syed there? Yes, Syed Hassan is still not there, and Iram are not there. So once they sometimes they share. So we've got just now at least 6 of us. Each one of can take one verb and even take few lines. Now, first row, second row, whatever you're comfortable with. Now, so Bismillah. Anybody would like to do that? Just unmute yourself and Bismillah. So use with kataba. Bismillah, please.
Okay, if I, oh, unless somebody else will. Go ahead, Brother Farouk.
No, I'm really here to observe, and so it's fine. I just felt like there was silence, so I was practicing it, but I'll let you go ahead, sister, inshallah. By the way, assalamu alaikum to everybody.
Walaikum salam, mashallah. Now we have 3 verbs, so come. No, you don't have to do the whole entire conjugation. So start 2 rows, 3 rows like this. No, yes, Bismillah, Sister Sabira.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Kataba. Kataba with an alif at the end. Katabu.
Yeah. So you can start by saying that you're talking of third person masculine. Okay. So yeah, kataba, kataba, katabu. Okay. Now
Right.
third
Okay.
person feminine.
So third person feminine. Katarat. Second person
Katabat. Don't confuse
yeah,
the
don't get with the ra over there. Katabat. Second, dual for feminine. Katabata. And then plural for feminine. Katabna.
Katabna, sant, yeah. And you would like to take over now next?
Sheikh, I'll try.
Bismillah.
So it's katabta.
We are talking now, yeah, second person masculine.
Second person masculine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so katabta, katabtuma, katabtum,
Asant.
katabti, katabtum.
Katabtuma.
So it's katabtum, and no, hold on. Say that again.
Remember, there was a mistake. I corrected. Nasarti, nasartuma. So katabtuma.
Okay, katabtuma. Katabturn, katabturna.
Katabtunna. Katabtunna. Yes, complete now the last row.
Katabtu, katabna, and katabna.
Awesome, thank you. So you can see the rest of us, right? That it is not difficult. You can see Brother Farouk just joined us today, but still he was able to do it because we just want to practice. We want to make sure that we understand and we are able to have a grasp of it. Yes. So anybody would like to start with Fariha?
I can do it.
Bismillah.
So doing the third person masculine. So it's Fariha, Farihaya, Farihu. Third person feminine is Farihat. Then it's Farihata, Fariharna. Farihna. Sorry, Farihna. Do I continue or someone else?
Do one more row.
One more. Okay.
Yeah, second person masculine.
So second person masculine. Okay, so it's فرحت, فرحتما, فرحتم.
Awesome. Yeah. Anybody like to take over? The rest of us, please, let's try. Yes, Mohammed, go ahead.
Sure. Second person feminine. فرحتي, فرحتما, فرحتن. Then first person masculine. فرحتو, فرحنا, and فرحنا.
Awesome. It will be good if you can also put on the video if it's possible, no? Provided the keys or something at home is different. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, just sharing the same room. Sorry.
Okay, so, okay, fine. Okay. Next one. Karuma. Last one, anybody? There are still people there. 8 are there. If Syed is there, then... Yes, Syed, Bismillah. Karuma.
Karuma,
Karuma, then dual.
I think they may be having mic issues because they're in the same room.
Oh, I see. Okay. So maybe somebody can start when they come back. Yeah. Anybody?
So I'll go.
Okay.
So Karuma, Karuma with an alif, third person masculine, and then Karumu,
Yes.
and then Karamat,
Karumat.
Karumat, Karumta,
Karumata.
Karumna.
Karumna, yeah. So Karumata, Karumna, yes.
I'll do one more. Karumata.
Karumta. See, the third root has
changing.
sakin. Nasarta. So Karumta.
Got it. Okay. Karumtumma.
Karumtuma.
Karumtuma. And Karumtum.
Awesome, yeah. You see, until that time you don't do it, you will not realize it. That's why it's important. All this time I didn't realize. Now, inshallah, we will practice in the class so that no. Yes, anybody else will have complete? Is Sister Iram back there or Syed?
Yeah, okay.
Second person masculine.
One minute, citizen.
I'm gonna go to
Are you in the car?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah, see, there is some echoing going on.
Bismillah.
Like Iram is opening her cell phone as well. So,
Second person masculine. Karuma.
second person masculine.
Yes.
Karumit. Karumti.
Masculine. Second person masculine.
Karamtuma.
Second person first singular.
Karamtunna.
Karumta. Nasarta, right?
Can you hear me?
Nasarta. So Karumta.
anyone can I leave meeting.
Okay. Let me see, so Sabah, you can complete.
Inshallah, I'll try. Okay, so because I have to think a lot here.
Second person masculine.
Second person masculine. Second person, this is feminine. Third person, okay. So, karamti. No, you want
Karumta.
masculine. So
Karumta.
karamta.
Karumta.
Karumta.
Yeah.
Okay. Karam karamtuma
Yes.
and karamtum.
Yeah, sad. Second person feminine.
Karamti, karamtuma,
Karumti.
karamtuma, karamtunna. And first person, karumtu, karamtuna,
Karumna.
karumna, and then again karumna.
Okay, sad. So this was the first, third person. No, so this was the past tense, which is the first lesson we did in this second unit. So you can see until that time that you don't practice it, you will never realize it. You know, as I said, just don't trust your memory to say that no, I understand how it is. Actually do it. No, put into practice. You know, because practice really helps. No, you will know your own limits and the challenges you are facing. Okay? So now we go, having done this thing.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Bismillah.
What is the meaning of fariha? The second verb that we did.
To be happy.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Fariha, no. Furaha, for example, no. If you go to Tanzania, the many businesses have the furaha, no. Fariha. Yafrahun, right? Example, yafrahun. Quran uses the word yafrahun. They are happy. Fariha. Okay. So we go next to what present and present and future tense. Fadl mudari. Okay, that was Fadl madi. This is Fadl mudari. Again, I've kept the same word. So let's first of all we take Fatiha. For example, this was Nasara. This time I've taken Fatiha. Okay, so Yaftahu, Yaftahani, Yaftahun. Fatiha is to open. So Yaftahu, he opens. Yaftahani, no, they're to open. Yaftahun, one of the names of Allah is Fattah. You know, Ya Fattah. If sometimes, for example, you are in a confusion, you know, and you want Allah to just open your mind to something, you are very confused on do this thing, no? So after Fajr prayers, for example, you finish your Fajr prayers, just put your hand, right, on your chest. So, Ya Fattahu, Ya Fattahu, Ya Fattahu. 70 times you do it, inshallah, God will open up your mind to that issue, for example. Something, for example, very confusing you don't know what to do. So, Fattah, Allah is the opener. For example, Surah Al-Fatiha, right, is the opening surah. So, Fattah is to open. Yaftahu, Yaftahani, Yaftahun, right? This is third person masculine. This is Fadl Mudari. Okay. Then third person feminine. Taftahu, Taftahani, Yaftahna. So it is only the last one, plural changes again to ya. Otherwise, this is ta and ta, then ya. Okay. Then comes second person masculine. Taftahu, Taftahani, Taftahun. So you can see the second person masculine and the third person feminine is same with singular and dual, except when it comes to plural, there's a change. It is Yaftahna for third person and Taftahuna is for the second person masculine. Okay. Then second person feminine. Al-Hadir Muannas. Taftahina, Taftahina, Taftahani, Taftahana. That is second person feminine. Taftahina, Taftahani, Taftahana. Then first person, right? Al-Mutakallim, Al-Mudhakkar, Muannas, both, no. Because first person, there is no difference whether it is feminine or masculine, still same. Aftahu, I open. Naftahu, we two open. Or even Naftahu, we all open. Okay? So this is present tense and future tense. Fadl Mudari. This is how it is. Okay? Now we are going to use The same table I'm going to keep in front of you to help you, but we'll use kataba, fariha, and karuma, the same verbs we did earlier. Now, anybody would like to start, let me know. So take kataba, change into present tense or future tense, fi'l mudari, using this table.
Sheikhna, can I ask a quick question before we
Yes,
continue?
yes, bismillah.
So, and I probably need to review level 3, level 4. So in this scenario, like when he opens yaftahu, and then you come down to you second person masculine taftahu. So how does the ya change to the ta? What's the rule there?
Yeah, so this, the prefix is ya, the prefix of ta, prefix alif, and prefix na. These are the signs of present tense, you know. So it indicates present tense. So this is there in the lesson, unit 2, if you go to just lesson number 2, whereby they show that their prefix, the word earlier is fataha. Before fataha, we're putting prefix in. Yeah? We're adding letter either ya, or letter ta, or letter alif, or letter na. These 4 letters which are prefixed in the present tense, these are the signs of present tense. So ya stands for masculine, ta stands for feminine, ta also stands for second person. Okay, and then alif stands for first person, and nun stands for first person, dual and plural. So these are signs of present tense. These are prefixes added to the tense to indicate present tense. Okay. So now anybody would like to take kataba and convert into present tense?
Sure.
Yes, Ali. What is the first thing you do when you start from kataba?
First, you have to get the prefix. Well, I mean, prefix obviously is when we're conjugating, but we have to look at the middle consonant. And
So what we need first, we need is the vowel sign for the middle consonant. How do we get
Check.
that?
From the dictionary, but
Yeah, there is no other way. The dictionary, okay?
I didn't check the dictionary. I'm guessing it's yaktubu.
Yeah, no, you can open the dictionary because we are doing just now. So let us open, okay? So just why I kept dictionary in front of me. Can you see this dictionary? Okay, so katab, okay, no. So let me find katab here in the dictionary. Okay. If you have also dictionary, all of you, just open it, dictionary, okay? The first thing is you have to open that verb kataba in the dictionary. Once you get that kataba, yeah, okay. So I go to your kataba. In my dictionary, it is page number 812, kataba. So after kataba, there is a letter U. That U indicates that when you change that kataba to present tense, the second root will take dhamma. Okay? So bismillah now. Ali, go ahead.
Yaktubu.
Ahsant.
Yaktubani.
Mm-hmm.
Yaktubuna.
Mm-hmm.
Taktubu.
Ahsant.
Taktubani.
Mm-hmm.
Yaktubna.
Ahsant.
Should I
Go
continue?
ahead if you want to. Go ahead.
Okay. Taktubu.
Mm-hmm.
Taktubani.
Mm-hmm.
Taktubuna.
Mm-hmm.
Should I still continue? Or
Continue.
yeah, okay. Taktubina.
Mm-hmm.
Taktubani.
Mm-hmm.
Taktubna.
Mm-hmm.
Aktubu.
Mm-hmm.
Naktubu. And
MashaAllah.
naktubu.
Good, very good. So that's very good. You see, so if you can do this, just looking at the pattern which is there in this table, you can do with any word. The only thing challenging in the present tense is I told you is the vowel sign for the second root. Kataba, the second root is ta. So the vowel sign you have to find from the dictionary. Once you get that vowel sign, it will stay throughout same. Throughout in all these 15, all these, you can see all these 15 cases, the 2 will remain. For example, you can see yaftahu. In this case, vowel sign is fatha, So you can see it is fatha throughout on ta. You see ta, yaftahani, you see that does not change. That will stay as it is. So in this case, because it was kataba and we saw it was used, it was yaktubu, yaktubani, yaktubuna. You know, taktubu, taktubani, yaktubna. Taktubu, taktubani, taktubun. Right? Taktubina, taktubani, taktubna. Aktubu, naktubu, naktubu. Right? So this is it that we do it. Is that clear? Any questions? Okay, so can somebody take Fariha? In the meantime, let me open the word in dictionary, okay, Fariha. If you have also, you can open, but let me open Fariha.
There's an A after.
Oh, already you check, very good. So there is A after. So that means now go ahead and start conjugating. Yeah, there is A after, that is correct. Fariha, there is A after. Yes, Muhammad, go ahead.
Sorry, so when there's an A after, what does that mean?
That means Yafrahu.
Yafrahu.
Fariha, in the present tense, is saying Yafrahu. That means the second root, Ra, which is Ra, Fariha, will now carry Fatah throughout.
Okay.
So similar to like Fatah, Yaftahu, similar to Yaftahu. You see, Yaftahu also has here Kasr Fatah. So
Yes.
now throughout in this table of Fariha, Ra will carry Fatah.
Okay. Bismillah. Yafrahu.
Mhm.
Yafrah. Yafrani.
Yafrahani,
Yafrahani. Yafruna.
Yafrahun.
Yafrahun.
Yes.
Yafrahu. Yafrahani. Yafrahna.
No, second, third person feminine. Start.
Yafrahu.
Tafrahu, right?
Tafrahu. Tafrahani.
Mhm.
Yafrahna.
Yafrahna, asant. Okay, second person masculine.
And then tafrahu.
Mhm.
Tafrahani.
Mhm.
Tafrahuna.
Tafrahuna. Okay. Anybody like to take over?
Let me try.
Bismillah.
so
Second
Tafra-
person feminine.
yeah, second person feminine, second person, yeah. Tafrahina,
Mhm.
Tafrahani,
Mhm.
Taftahun,
Tafrahna.
Tafrahna,
First person.
Afrahu,
Mhm.
Nafrahu, Nafrahu.
Asant. You see? So you can see it's doable, right? It's just a matter of that you understand the pattern and then pattern follows. Now, I can tell you that Arabic is more logical than even English. You'll be surprised. You know, my grandchildren who are presently taking English because they were in Iran, so now they find English very illogical. No, there is no logical, sometimes pronounced, for example, no, you can say phone is Phone. They are surprised, how can Pho means phone, no, for example, no. So that's not the case with Arabic. You'll see when the patterns are there, you'll follow it. In most cases, there is quite logic into it. Yes, last one, Karuma. So first of all, let's open the dictionary Karuma and see what does it say. Okay.
Does
So
it have a
Karuma-
U? It has a U beside it?
Okay, let me check it here. Yes, it is. U. Bismillah. So it is
So
a
the
U after
second,
it.
so the second root is a Dhamma,
Yes, in present
so there's
tense.
no change. Yeah,
Yeah, there's no
okay.
change in this case. Yeah.
I
Bismillah.
can I start?
Yes, yes. Bismillah.
Yakruma,
Mhm.
Yakrumani,
Yakrumu, first
Yakrumuna.
of all, not Yakruma, Yakrumu. Yakrumu.
Second person,
No, third person.
Yakrumun. Yeah, third is
Masculine,
Yakrumun.
Yakrumu.
So, okay, again, repeating again, first person,
Shugiye, plus Shugiye. Yakrumu,
yakrumu, yakrumun.
Yakrumani,
Yeah, yakrumani, and third person, and they all is yakrumun.
okay. Now third person feminine.
Okay. Takrumu,
Mm-hmm.
takrumani,
Mm-hmm.
takrumina.
No.
Takrumene, sorry.
Second person, third person feminine, plural. Yakrumna.
Oh, yakrumini, yeah, sorry.
Yakrumna.
Yakrumna. Okay.
Yakrumna. Okay, Yakrumna. I know it is confusing, but it's Yakrumna. Okay, now second person masculine.
Takrumu,
Mm-hmm.
takrumani,
Asant, yes.
takrumuna.
Takrumuna, Asant, yes. Second person feminine.
Takrumina,
Asant.
takrumani,
Mm-hmm.
takrumna.
Asant, yes. First person.
Akrumu,
Mm-hmm.
same. No, nafrumu.
Nakrumu, yeah. And Nakrumu, yeah. Akrumu,
Yeah.
this means I'll be generous, no? I'll be kind.
Yeah.
Nakrumu, no? When you come to
Nafrumu
me,
and,
akrumuka, no?
and
Lautati ilayna akrumuka. If you come to me, I'm going to be generous to you. Akrum. Nakrum, yeah. Okay, good. So did you see that it is, let us please try to conjugate. No, it will really help you because that is exactly where we are tested. And then, of course, the whole idea is, of course, we are still not. Our main objective is to understand the Quran. But once you know how this conjugation takes place, then you understand that you are reading the Quran. Is it past tense, present tense? What is Allah saying? Okay, it's very important, right? So this completes the discussion again of what past tense and present tense and future tense conjugation. Any questions before we go to next slide? And that is imperative.
Sheikhna, I realize this is only to try and understand the Quran. However, speakers who speak Arabic language, I would imagine that they conjugate in very quickly in their mind. So it does not
Yes.
take time to think.
Indeed.
It becomes very much of a habit.
Yes. Yes. We can also do that. No, just now because I didn't want to make difficult things for you, I could have just said you conjugate without keeping a sample in front of you. But that is the second stage, right? Once you can do this thing, you understand the logic, then you can start. For example, I can just tell you kataba, and now just tell me. For example, now I can just remove this slide and say, okay, you start conjugating from your mind. So that should be the goal. All of you, the goal should be not that you use this table and then follow. The goal should be that you know the pattern and then follow. Okay. So we go now to the next slide, and that takes us to imperative verb. Okay, so the lesson unit 2, lesson 1 was past tense. Unit 2, lesson 3 was present tense and future tense. Now imperative verbs. Okay, so keep in mind in Arabic imperative verbs are 3 kinds of imperative verbs. Okay, the first imperative was for second person. So they divide these 3 persons. Second person is own rules. First and third person is own rules. Okay, and then of course there is negation. No. So imperative was for second person. So you need 2 lesson 3. That's what we did, but what we are going to again today. Okay, lesson 3. In the 3-letter consonants, Hamzatul Wasl is prefixed in lieu of the letter. Okay, Ya, Ta, Alif, and Nun. So remember I told you this Ya, Ta, Alif, Nun. These are the signs of present tense. Earlier I said Ya, Ta, Alif, and Nun. These are the signs of present tense. Ya is for third person. Ta is for third person feminine, and second person. Alif is for first person singular, and Nun is for first person plural and dual. Hamzatul Wasl, we said, is alif, right? There are 2 kinds of alif. One is Hamzatul Qatl, that means alif with kat al wasl. Alif Hamzatul Wasl is a silent alif. It will only take a haraka if it is at the beginning of the word. For example, Alhamdulillah, you can see Alif Lam, no, Alham, the praise, Al Kitab, the book. That Alif and Lam, Al, in a definite form, that Al Alif has Hamzatul Wasl. It is a silent alif. It only takes a haraka, a vowel sign, if it is at the beginning. Otherwise, it remains silent. So that is Hamzatul Wasl. Okay. So we use Hamzatul Wasl to do imperative verb. No? So Hamzatul Wasl carries either kasra or dhamma. So we will come to example. For example, kataba. Okay, we go back. For example, here. Let's go back to here is yaftahu. He opens. So if you want to say open, you want to now command, open the door. Somebody is knocking the door, so you want to tell your son, open the door. So what do we say? Ifta al-bab. Ifta al-bab. So what happened? Yaftahu, this ya of present tense will disappear. In the place of ya, we'll put alif. Okay, number one. Number two, hu, which is the dhamma, will now change to sukun, sakin. So ifta. Okay, and then number three, as we say, if the second root has fatha or kasra, then hamza will take a kasra. If the second root has dhamma, then hamza will take a dhamma. So because in this case it's fatha, it's a ifta. Okay, ifta. Ifta al-bab. Open the door. So somebody is knocking the door, you tell your son, ifta al-bab. You tell your wife, what would you say to your wife if you want to tell her? What would you say to your daughter? Open the door. What would you say?
Ifti.
Iftahi. Iftahi al-bab, right? But taftahina, iftahi and noon disappears. Iftahi al-bab, okay? So ifta al-bab ya bunayya. Open the door, my son. Iftahi al-bab ya binti. Open the door, oh my dear daughter, right? So you can see that it is iftahi. Yeah, so this is how what imperative verb comes. Okay. So as we said that Hamza will be silent if preceded by letter with vowel sign. Okay. Then there's imperative verb which we are going to do today, inshallah, for third person, first person, whereby we put li instead of alif. No. So we'll come to we will not cover that thing. Then there's imperative of prohibition. For example, don't do it. So we just put la before that, but we'll come to it. In all these three types of imperative, the last root letter takes sukun. You can see ifta, la tafta, no, litafta. You see. For the dual and pure, except for the pure, the absence of noon indicates sukun in the imperative verb. So we'll come to it, inshallah. So now let us look at this thing. We are looking at this thing, and only one of you submitted the homework, but that's fine. Okay. So here is the best example. Remember, I told you last week that Surat Yusuf is, mashallah, is one of the most interesting story, and it's quite moving. And if you understand, as I told, that once you start understanding the Arabic, now listen to Surah Yusuf. Listen to Yusuf, you will find yourself really that it is really moving, the way it is recited. If a good reciter is there, and the way Allah has chosen the words here, right? So we did last week about 2-3 ayat, we'll complete today. So all this highlighted are all imperative. Uqtulu Yusufa. Kill Yusuf. Awitrahu, or cast him in a land. Yakhlu lakum wajhu abikum wa takunu min badi qawman salihin. So here are the brothers of Yusuf who are plotting against Yusuf, because the father Yaqub used to love Yusuf more than perhaps other sons. They did not like it, and plus Yusuf also was their stepson, because the other brothers, their mother was different, Yusuf's mother was different. Yusuf and Benjamin were two real brothers. The remaining 10 brothers, all of them, they were from different mother, right? So Uqtulu Yusufa, just kill Yusuf or just cast him. Yakhlu lakum wajha abikum. Then in fact your father will get attention of your father. Watakun badil qawman salin. Inshallah, after that will become good. No. Subhanallah, this is always also we do. We sometimes know something is wrong. We say, let us reason now. Then inshallah, alu tawbah. No, that's not the case. even now, let us not do wrong. Let's not say, oh, let me do it now and then I will take care of it. No, that's not the case. Okay, so this uktulu and watra both are are imperative verbs, but because this starts with uktulu starts with alif, so it will take dhamma. Because the second root, which is ta katala, takes dhamma. It is uktulu. Okay, here avitrahu, because waw has a kasra, that means before hamza there is a letter which vowel sign, then this alif will be silent, as we said earlier. See, we said that no. You can see hamza will remain silent if pressed by letter with vowel sign. Okay, so because it was preceded by we, so we say avitrahu. Okay, or past. Then wastaghfiri. So astaghfirullah, I seek forgiveness. Now wastaghfiri, and seek forgiveness. Astaghfiri. Now here, Aziz, no, the Prime Minister of Egypt is talking to his wife. She was the one who was trying to seduce Yusuf. And now it has become clear that she was the one who was trying to seduce him. It was not him, because he was trying to run away and his shirt was torn from the back. No, that shows that no, he was trying to run away, but she was trying to go behind him and catch him, right? So because his shirt was torn from the back, it was clear that no, she was wrong. So he says, "Wastaghfir dhanbiki." O Zuleika, just seek forgiveness for your sin. Innaki kunti min al-khatin. Indeed, you are amongst the one who are of the errors, right? So this is wastaghfiri. Again, because there is waw before that, so alif will become silent. Wastaghfiri. Now, if there was no waw, you would say istaghfiri. Okay, but because there is waw, we say wastaghfiri. Wastaghfiri dhanbiki innaki kunti min al-khatin. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ ظَنَّ أَنَّهُ نَاجٍ مِنْهُمَا اذْكُرْنِي. Okay, minhuma skurni. So either you say minhuma and pause, then say uskurni, or you say minhuma skurni. Then alif will be silent, because minhuma there is already a vowel here, so minhuma skurni. Okay, dhanna minhuma naji minhuma skurni in the rabbika. Or if we pause here minhuma, then say uskurni in the rabbika. Then remind me, remember me with your Lord. No, so mention about me, uskurni, mention about me to your Lord. That no fansaw, but of course, because being a prophet, as I said, that this is Turkey Allah. For a prophet, you and me can do that. For example, let's say that no, I need some kind of help, and I ask some politician, I ask somebody that no, you use your influence and try to get this thing done. That's fine. A prophet of God would not do this thing. A prophet of God would only seek help from Allah. No? So he, being a Yusuf, used this agent to go and talk to the king. So here Allah says, فَأَنْسَاهُ الشَّيْطَانُ ذِكْرَ رَبِّهِ فَلَبِثَ فِي السِّجْنِ بِضْعَ سِنِينَ. So then this shaitan made this person forget what Yusuf had told him. فَلَبِثَ فِي السِّجْنِ بِضْعَ سِنِينَ. So Yusuf stayed in the prison number of years. بِضْعَ سِنِينَ, a number of years, right? وَكَانَ الْمَلِكُ تُونِي بِهِ. So then now even king had a dream. So somebody says, I know somebody who is very good, who can interpret the dream. So then the king says, go and bring him. Go and bring it to me. No? So because in the replica. No? So Kala irji ila replica. But of course, when this فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ الرَّسُولَ كَانَ إِرْجِ إِلَى رَبِّكَ. But when the messenger of king came to Yusuf, he said, إِرْجِ إِلَى رَبِّكَ. Go back to your Lord. Because Yusuf wanted his name to be cleared. So إِرْجِ. Raja'a is past tense. Present is yarji'un. If you take raja'a, if you open dictionary, you will find this I. Okay, so yarji'un. So it is yarji'un, and then from yarji'u, yarji'u. From yarji'u, if you want to say imperative word, remove ya and then put hamza, irja. Remember we said that if the second root has kasra or fatha, then hamza will take kasra. So irja. But of course, in this case, because la has a fatha, So this alif will become, Hamza becomes silent. Kala riji. Kala riji. But if it's a kala, then say irji. Irji ila rabbika. No? Go to your Lord. No? Irji. But kala al-malik utuni. Utuni we already discussed, right? Kala ij'alni ala khaza'in al-ardi inni hafiz alim. Now, Yusuf and the king have already talked. Yusuf has given all the instructions about the dream, everything. And of course, Yusuf has already cleared his name, that he was not the one who was trying to seduce Zuleika. On the contrary, Zuleika was the one who was trying to seduce him. He was just working there. So now that's clear. Now says, Yusuf says, now you make me the treasurer. No, inni hafiz alim, because of two reasons. I'm going to safeguard it, and I know about it. I have the know-how. I have the know-how, and I'm going to safeguard it. So it says, inni hafiz alim. So, ij'alni. Remember, the first word we did was ja'ala, right? Ja'ala is past tense. So if you take, what ja'ala, if you take a dictionary, open ja'ala, what would you find a word after ja'ala? Which letter you'll find?
A.
A, yeah. That means what? In present tense it is yaj'alu, right? Ja'ala yaj'alu. Are you all with me? So ja'ala is past tense, its present is yaj'alu. Now from yaj'alu, we remove the ya and put hamza, right? And then of course, noon or what lam will have dhamma. So yaj'al, ij'al, it will be ij'al. Now of course, it will be alif will have kasra because the letter ain has fatha. So ij'al. Kalaj ilni. But in this case, because there is lam has a fatha, so alif will become silent. So kalaj ilni. Ij'alni, that means make me. Ala khaza'in ardu. Make me a controller, an overseer over the treasure, khaza'in al-ardu, or the treasures of the earth. In other words, all the farms and all those things, make me its coming. Inni hafidun alim. Indeed, I'll be very honest. I will preserve, I'll take care of them. And also, I am knowledgeable in this. No? So subhanAllah, this is very important. Sometimes if somebody gives you some kind of responsibility in a community, for example, make sure that you only take that what you know. So for example, you have never done accounts. People like you and people like your honesty and say, okay, you become accountant. So no, but I don't know accountants. I may be honest, but I don't know. So I don't have the knowledge. So here it says, no, I will take care of it, and also I'm knowledgeable. وَلَمَّا جَهَزَ بِجَهَازِهِمْ قَالَ أَتُونِي. So أتوني also we did earlier أتوني. So it came 3 times. قَالَ أَتُونِي بِأَخِينَ. Bring my brother, right? Yusuf now wanted the brothers, his step-brothers, to go back to their father and bring his real brother Benjamin. Because Yusuf did not trust his other brothers. Yusuf wanted to know first-hand information about his father, whom he has missed so much, and the father has missed him so much all these years. So he wanted the first information about what's happened in the family. So he says, قَالَ أَتُونِي بِأَخِي لَكُمْ مِنْ أَبِيكُمْ. Bring a brother of yours, from your father, right? So another brother, that means another brother of yours, not you people, the gang of you, but there's a brother from your father, but from a different mother. Now just come with him. Allah tarawna anni ufilak kayla wa ana khairul munzilin. Don't you say that I'm a good host, right? And I'm a good host and I'm generous, I'm giving this thing. So he was trying to entice them to bring their brother Benjamin. He didn't give them all because there was famine in the country, so he did not give them. He said, first of all, bring their brother. So of course they had to bring, right? قالوا يا أيها العزيز إن له أبا شيخا كبيرا فخذ أحدنا مكانه إنا نراك من المحسنين. After Benjamin comes, now Yusuf is played a trick, right? He wanted to detain Benjamin back. He did not want Benjamin to go back immediately. He wanted to detain back to get the information. Yes, Dr. Mandani, go ahead.
So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just curious when you recited min abikum, where you translated it as, you know, bring your brother from your father
Yes,
and then you added from another mother.
yes.
Does min abikum indicate father? Does it indicate brother of your father from another mother, or is it just brother from your father?
It just says son from your father, but understood because they already were there. Those brothers, the stepbrothers, they were together as a group, right? So if he would have said, just bring your brother, say, we are all here. He said, I want a brother from your father, a brother who is a son of your father, but of course from different mother. So you wanted to make sure too that the other brother comes. Otherwise, they're going to argue that we don't have any brother. All the brothers are here.
So he's being precise. So Yusuf is Prophet Yusuf is being precise in his language.
Yes,
that-
yeah. Yusuf is very clear that I want a brother, you know, because Yusuf really wants to talk to Benjamin first time. Okay. So now Benjamin has come, and Yusuf has played a trick that as they were going, no, somebody, one of the person of Yusuf, they took the cup of Yusuf, which was golden cup, and put in Benjamin's luggage. Okay, and suddenly, as they were about to leave, somebody announced that we are missing. Our cup is missing. Somebody is stolen, right? So they said, no, we did not come to steal. We just came to think, saying that no, it's not possible. He said, what about if we are searched and it's found? What will happen? So they actually said that if you find this cup in anybody's luggage, then that person will be detained. That person will be responsible. So of course, when they started searching, they found that cup in the Benjamin's luggage, right? So then, of course, he was detained. Now they were shocked. They did not expect Benjamin to be stealing a cup of the king, although it was golden, although he had not stolen, as no, this was just a trick. So now they say, قالوا يا أيها العزيز إن له أبا شيخا كبيرا. Oh Aziz, right? We have an old father. فخذ أحدنا مكانه. If you want to detain, why don't you detain one of us, right? إنا نراك من المسلمين, because we find you among the generous person, among the good person. So why not do that thing? Now here you can see our فخذ, I also underline khuz. Khuz also is an imperative verb. But we have not done that. Because up to now, we have done imperative words only of three-letter consonants. Khuz is, from the word akhaza, alif, ha, and za. So we will inshallah come to the verbs which are not regular. That means which have alif, waw, or ya. That is a different lesson. Inshallah come. So khuz also is an imperative word, like kul, for example, kul, say, right? Kul comes from the kala. So you can see kala as kaf, alif, and na. But just now our lesson has been just on three-letter verbs which are consonants, which are all not verbs. Okay, so that's why we have not highlighted khuz, because we have not covered it. But I was just underlining to tell you that that also is imperative word. فَخُذْ أَحَدَنَا مَكَانَهُ. So why don't you take one of us and detain in his place? No, but of course Yusuf said that's not possible, because Yusuf really wanted to detain Benjamin and get first information about all the story, right? Irji'u ila abikum fakulu ya abana inna ibnaka saraka wama shahidna illa bima alimna wama kunna lil-ghaybi hafizin. Now one of the eldest brothers, he said that no, I'm not going to go back. I will stay back with my brother here. I cannot leave him alone, because we had given promise to our father that we'll take care of him. Now my brother is being detained, so I'll stay with him. Okay, so he says, Irju ila abikum. He says to the rest of his brother, go back to your father. Fakulu, that also is a fakulu, that also is a imperative verb, but we have not covered yet. Fakulu, tell them, Ya abana, O our father, inna ibnaka, indeed your son, Saraka, has stolen. Wama shahidna, but we did not witness it. Illa bima alimna, except that what we came to know. Wama kunna lil-ghaybi hafizin. And we could not have taken care of something which was behind our back. For example, maybe the brother Benjamin might have just got into the king's room and saw that golden cup and must have taken. So he said, we did not see this thing, but we just came to know. And we could not have taken care of something which is hidden behind us. Okay, we can see it. So now they are pleading that no, your son has been detained, has been charged with stealing something, but we don't say that we have not seen it. That's what is maintained. Ya baniya. Izhabu, again, Izhabu also is that also should have been highlighted. So I forgot it. Okay, so let me just do it. Yeah. So, Ya baniya, oh my son, اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه ولا تيأسوا من روح الله إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. Because Yaqub was a prophet of God, he had some kind of knowledge. Allah had given knowledge that your son is living, has not died. No, so he still says that do not lose hope. You know, it says, "Izhabu fathassasu min Yusuf." Go and still try to find Yusuf and his brother. Go then, try to find, right? وَلَا تَيْأَسُوا مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ. Do not despair from the mercy of Allah. إِنَّهُ لَا يَأْسُ مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْقَوْمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Only those who are disbelievers will despair, but don't give up, right? Of course, when they heard this thing from their father, they said, you are just all senile. You are just saying things which are not possible. Yusuf has died, because still now, up to now, all these events happen, they still don't know that Yusuf is living. They didn't realize that they actually interacted with Yusuf all this time, up to now. So now, إِذْهَبُوا بِقَمِيصِ هَذَا فَأَلْقُوهُ. Now already they came back to Yusuf. They realized that Yusuf is alive. They realize what is. Now Yusuf says, take shirt of mine. Subhanallah. No, Yusuf says, Izhabu, oh my brothers, go. Bikamisi hada, take this my shirt of mine, right? For alkuhu, and alkuhu that and cast over him. For alkuhu ala waji abi, just cast it over my father. Yati basiran, he will become again. He'll start seeing. Can you imagine? He will just restore his sight will be restored. Do you see the love of Yaqub and Yusuf, right? That just the shirt of Yusuf, not the sight of Yusuf, not the smell of Yusuf, not the feeling of Yusuf, only shirt which Yusuf was wearing. But do you see this thing? Sometimes people have so much doubts about alam and and lash and all those things. People are so much skeptics, unbelievable, The way you see them doing things, they feel that all of us are Hindus and we are just, for example, worshipping alams and we are worshipping this lash. Nobody is worshipping alams. Everybody worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they realize that this alam and this lash have association with the imams, right? So here is the shirt of Yusuf. He says, this is Quran is telling us. Go and just cast over my father. He will start singing. "Atuni bi ahlikum ajmain." And then bring all of them together. Now I want everybody to come here. Okay, now they know that Yusuf is alive, everything is ajmain. Bring the entire family of yours to me, right? And then of course, now all of them are present. The brothers are embarrassed, right? They've been exposed, all the plot, they're lying all the time that Yusuf was devoured by a fox, and they brought a shirt with all that blood mark and everything, right? Kala ya abana astaghfir lana. Oh, our father, astaghfir lana. Oh, our father, seek forgiveness for us. So you can see ya abana, because noon is a fatah, you say ya abana astaghfir lana. The alif, hamza will be silent. If you pause there, you say ya abana. If you pause there, you say istaghfir lana. Okay, because remember, we say hamza to wasl, take either fatah, kasra or dumma. Seek forgiveness for us. Dhunubana. Inna kunna khati'in. Indeed, we are the one who are wrongdoers. Right? Do you see how beautiful it is? No? You read the translation, it's different than when you read the Arabic. It is so moving. Honestly, it's so moving. So, kalu ya abana astaghfirna dhunubana inna kunna khati'in. فلما دخلوا على يوسف آوى إليه أبويه وقال ادخلوا مصر إن شاء الله آمنين. Right? When all of them came, the whole family, دخلوا على يوسف, that means when they entered the place where Yusuf was there, آوى إليه أبويه, right? He immediately invited his parents. قال ادخلوا مصر إن شاء الله آمنين. he's just welcoming, his parents. You can see especially, and says, وَقَالَتْ خُلُوا مِصْرَ, and enter Misr, that means Egypt, Insha'Allah aminin. No. So this last phrase, udkhulu Misr, udkhulu Insha'Allah aminin, you can use this and put at the entrance of your home. You can say, udkhuluha Insha'Allah aminin, okay? Enter our home, inshallah, God will give you peace. Kul hadhi sabili, again, kul, as we said, is a imperative verb, but just it is a different kind of verb. So kul hadhi sabili udu ilallah ala basiratin ana wa man tabani wa subhanallah wa ma ana minal mushrikin. So these are a good example. We were covering last week and we have finished. Any questions?
One question.
Yes, go ahead.
In ayat 81, at the end of the ayat, it says lil ghaibi hafizin. What does that mean, hafizin? Isn't that preserve, or is this a different?
Preserve, or also taking care or watchful, right? So they're trying to say that we were not watching what our brother was doing, because Benjamin has just been accused.
Okay.
They did not see with their own eyes that Benjamin taking the cup of the king and then putting in his luggage. So they will say, we were not aware of what, we were not watching, or we were not taking care, or we were not taking security or watching over what was happening in our absence. So maybe if really Benjamin had stolen, so maybe he had, for some time, he just moved away from the group and found that cup and put in the bag. Of course, Benjamin would not do that, but that would have only theory, right? If he had taken. But this was just a plot which Yusuf had played to detain his brother.
Okay, thank you.
Sheikh, now I have an akhlaqi question, and it may not be the right place, but as I reflect on this particular story, from an akhlaq sciences perspective, we're asked to ensure that at all cost we maintain honesty, except for a few circumstances where where taqiyya we play out. In this situation here, Yusuf employed a trick so that he can ultimately bring his father, and him playing that trick. What do tafsir say about him playing that trick versus just telling his brothers, "I am who I am. Please go bring your fathers." Any comments on any discussion in the tafsir in this regard?
Yeah. If you check the surah properly, you will see that Allah here uses even the plural form. It's not only that he played the trick, we played the trick, Allah says.
Aha.
Yeah. So
Where is the
in
word?
other words, we got instruction from Allah that do this.
Where is we?
You have to check in the surah itself, you'll find it, no?
I see.
But I remember, that we instructed, Yusuf, we did this thing, no?
Okay.
Because we have not put all the ayats, right? We just kept few ayats. But if you just look back and check it. If you don't get, let me know, then I'll use the exact reference,
No problem.
But
I'll check it. Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing me to that.
It's like similar, like example, even when Nabi Ibrahim, right, broke those idols, and then he said, "Did you break it?" He said, "No." He said, "You asked the bigger idol, right? Bigger idol." He didn't say, "I did not break it," but at the same time, he did not say, "I broke it," right? Thank you.
Jazakallah khair.
So that completes the discussion in imperative. Any questions? So that's good. So we completed lesson 1, 2, and 3. Now we get into lesson 4. Okay. Now this is imperative verb using the third person and the first person. Up to now, the imperative verbs only was second person. So again, we go to keep in mind. We take the word kataba. Okay, that is the verb kataba. Finds its present tense. So go to dictionary and say kataba. What is the letter after that? You'll find letter U. So kataba yaktubu. Okay. Kataba yaktubu, yaktubani, yaktubun. Okay. So now yaktubu, take yaktubu and for example, when you say kataba uktub, right? Now that was the second person. Second person, if you say write, uktub, what I write, right? What I say. But now you say, no, you should write. Sorry, he should write. So there is, sometimes you give command to somebody who is in front of you. But sometimes you want to give command to somebody who is not in front of you. So for example, when you're writing a will, right? You're writing a will, at that time your son is young, right? So they say that, no, when you grow up, you should take care of your mother. When you grow up, you should allow your mother to stay in the house as long as she wants, right? Because no, when for example, husband dies, then automatically, right, if the property is joint, then half of the property belongs to the estate. The estate will go to the children, right? The children are living. So then the mother has to either leave the house or they have to sell the house. So in the will, you are going to give the command. So the command sometimes can be directly in a person in front of you, but sometimes a third person. So you say, you should do it. Or sometimes you also command yourself that I should do it. As I said, example last week, that no, I stayed so late at night and I delayed my namaz next day. So I said, no, I'm now making sure that I'm going to sleep early. So I should go to bed early so as not to miss my namaz, you see. So sometimes the command can also be done to third person and also first person. Are you with me? So that is the lesson. Lesson number 4 is imperative verb, whereby we are going to do imperative word of the third person and the first person. So kataba yaktubu. So from yaktubu, we are going to remove the ya. Instead of ya, we are going to put li. In this case, we are going to put li. And then, of course, yaktubu, again, ba will have sakin, like uktub. So liyaktub. So he should write. Liyaktuba, they too should write. Liyaktubu, they should write. Okay? So this is a command to a third person, masculine. Third person feminine, litaktub. Lizaktuba, lizaktubna. Liyaktubna, sorry. Okay. So this is now command to the third person. You are giving a command to the third person who is not in front of you. You are sending a message through wheel, through letter, through your messenger, that this is what you should do. Or sometimes you command yourself, liaktub. Liaktub. Last time when I went to the majlis, it was a very powerful majlis, it was a very informative majlis. I liked it very much. When I went home, my wife asked me, my children asked me, my friends asked me, I forgot. So now I said, no, next time I'm going to go with a note and a pen, right? So I'm going to write those things. So liaktub, I should write those points. Liaktub. It's a very good habit. I'll tell you one thing, that when we went to the Hausa, the first thing we were given was a small pocket book, pocket notebook. We were told you'll always carry this thing. Whenever you come to any lecture, just carry a pen and book and just write. Don't trust your memory. Remember I told you last time about this Chinese proverb, the faintest ink is better than the best memory. You know? So don't just rely on your memory that no, you remember it. No, write it down. You know, Prophet has a beautiful hadith which people were really surprised. Prophet saying this thing during those days when there were so few people who could write and read, only few. Even he said that no, confine knowledge through writing. Preserve the knowledge through writing. When Prophet said this thing at that time, people thought, what is he talking? How can people, there are so many who can write, how can you even say this thing when it's not applicable to majority of us? But of course, Prophet had a foresight, right? That was the situation then, but that will not be the case. A time would come, every person will be able to write, right? So preserve the knowledge through writing. So this is, instead of Hamza, we use li. Otherwise, everything remains the same. Liyaktub, liyaktuba, liyaktubu. Okay. So it was yaktubuna. In this case, of course, that is liyaktub, liyaktuba. In this dual and plural case, the nun disappears. Yaktubani, because you can see here it is, right? If you go to present tense, see, yaftahani, right? Yaftahu, yaftahan, yaftahu. So when it comes to imperative, the yaftah, yaftaha, nun disappears, yaftahu, nun disappears. So when nun disappears, that is in the place of sakin, okay, as we said here. No? You can see here that imperative, imperative, you can see li is in all three types of imperative, the last root takes sukun. For the dual and plural, except for feminine plural, for the dual and plural, the absence of noon indicates the sukun of the imperative verb. Okay, so it is indicated by absence of noon. So here it is that liyaktubu, liyaktuba. The noon is disappeared. Liyaktubu, liyaktuba, right? Itaktub, laktuba, liyaktubna. Okay, except here. Of course, in this case, it's still no is there. It's said except. Okay? And then yaktub, laktub. Okay. So this is imperative of third person and the first person. Is that clear? Any questions? So, okay. So, alhamdulillah, we exactly completed in line. So now if you open text, okay, it's very easy. If you go to text on page 105, right, for page, she has given example, okay, and what she has done, she has also given the translation in bold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She has given 8 verses there. Okay. The homework is very easy for you. Find these verses because she has given references. Find these verses from the online Quran, okay, text, and just highlight in Arabic the imperative verbs. Okay, just highlight in Arabic the imperative verbs. Okay, because she has highlighted, she has both done the translation in English as bold, but she has not put the Arabic in bold. So what you need to do is that take those verses and just highlight or bold the imperative verbs. Okay, she has given 8 examples from the Quran there. Is that clear? Inshallah, I will put in the group. Again, those of you, in case if you have not joined the group, WhatsApp group, then let Brother Farouk know about it, or Brother Ali Jessa, they will add you, okay? Ali Jessa's number, he can text here, he can, if he's there, he can put it in the text here. In the chat, he can put his number. Otherwise, I can give you his number now. Yeah, it's 4, he has put, okay, yeah, 416-660-4099. So make sure that you are part of also the group, so then we are going to just quickly add the homework there. Any questions?
So the difference between this present tense and the imperative in the second is just for emphasis purposes? Is that
No,
why?
this li is not emphasis.
Okay.
La is emphasis, not li. Don't
Allah.
confuse la with li.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, this li is of imperative for the second and the first person.
Okay.
It's good you asked. I know many people make this mistake. No, this is li. Li is for imperative. Should, you can see, he should write, I should write, or I must write, or I must sleep early. Any other questions?
Well, is it possible to post the page 105 of the text so that if we don't have the
I think
text?
the is there, but the lessons are there on our website. If you go to our website and write, if you go to Islam Quranic Arabic, you find all the material there.
Okay.
Text, everything is there.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. Just go to our website and just write Quranic Arabic. You'll find the all past lessons, past slides, and also the texts are there.
Okay, exactly.
But yeah, since this request has come, one of you can just please take a copy and picture and put in a group, WhatsApp group. It's easier. Any other questions? Okay then. Again, thank you very much for your attendance. I can see, mashallah, everybody is there. Again, please, since we are not going your homework, we will try to cover in the class as much as possible. So please participate. Make sure that you do this thing. Switch on your video and do that. It will really help now. Any question, anything? I can see in chat that something, let me see if there is there. Okay, somebody's already posted. Dr. Mandali?
Yes, I see it. I see it.
Posted.
I
Okay.
see it. I
Sorry,
see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Achha, iltimas dua.
Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.